Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 21 of Direwolf20's Let's Play Create Above and Beyond series, where I've got a bunch of crushing wheels. Ran out of sticks, which is not a surprise. Remember, we're doing sticks manually for the time being, because mostly I didn't want to automate over here the sticks. I want to probably route them from all the way over there somehow. And also, even more importantly, I kind of wanted this to not run endlessly. I wanted it to kind of have a little bit of control over it running. So that's the reason that we haven't automated sticks yet. But to be done pretty soon. My plan for today is to get the crushing wheels up and running to turn cobble into sand. So let's do a quick recap of where we're at quest book wise, and we can figure out what's up for today's episode. So two of the big things I want to automate today. First off, I'd like to get sand automated. And what I might do is probably store that sand in a drawer so I can access it easily, and also potentially consider throwing it onto a belt for the purposes of turning it into clay. But we'll see. Primary purpose of the sand, though, is to turn it into TNT. So here's what we got to do. First off, we've already created our singularities, right, which is made by crushing wheels. Those singularities need to be combined with ender pearl dust, and blown up with TNT. So to do that, we've got some special recipes. Once we have that done, we need to combine it with some kind of dye. So again, we have a little special recipe to handle this. Slimy ferns, there's 3 different kinds, and effectively we can process them such that we can turn one slimy fern into 2 leaves, and then one of the leaves turns back into a slimy fern, and that just repeats ad nauseum, and the other leaf can turn into gunpowder, ender pearl dust, or bone meal, depending on which color slimy fern we're looking at. Okay, so we're gonna have to find some of these slimy ferns out about in the world. I don't know if we have any. Well, rumor is we want to bring some shears with us, but luckily I've got some of those. But what I'm gonna set up first is the sand contraption, so that that's ready to go, and then we'll set up the slimy fern contraption, and then that will combine and start working towards the other bits of things, right? So yeah, I think that seems cool. Yeah. So to get that going, I'm thinking we're going to put the sand here, and then basically I would like the sand to output in this direction, probably to a drawer. And then the slimy fern bit can be over here, and we'll have the 3 sets of slimy ferns all being produced, and then, you know, output to like a drawer, and a drawer, roughly speaking, right? I'm just spitballing this. And then those 3 resources will combine. We'll put maybe the gunpowder here so that it can, like, maybe we'll have like a 3x3 crafter for gunpowder and sand, right? And then we'll have an ender dust dude coming in, and that'll route over here to combine with these and do the explosion bit. And look who came to visit! My old pals, the pillagers. Hey, friends. Goodbye, friends. You know what that means. That means I get to hand in the pillager quest. Where are you at, pillager quest? I always forget where he is. Here he is, revenge. Yeah, buddy, submit. Kill 3 pillagers. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna have to hand that in at some point in the future. I should probably drink some milk just to make sure I remove this debuff. All right, so let's get started with the clay process, or well, the sand process, right? So what I wanted to find out, and I'm not entirely sure how this works, but we're gonna hopefully see if it's cool. Now, do I have andesite funnels in here? I do. Good, cool. And we wanted that to chill right there, and we're gonna use the hammer. I did mining between episodes, which is why I have my big hammer out, but that's cool. All right, and then would I want to put you, like, right here? Like this? This is what I'm not sure if it's going to work. I have no idea how or if this will work. But I guess we'll find out, right? And remember, we want to be careful about this process. Right? We want to be careful about this process, but we're going to probably want to basically have an andesite funnel here facing down as well. So my question is, will this just work? It would be cool. It would absolutely be cool if it did. I really hope it does, too. Okay, and then we're going to want some belts. And that's the gist of what I'm hoping will happen, right? And then we could have like maybe a drawer or something there. I should get my drawers. I have drawers somewhere, and I should get them. All right, so this will be the drawer, and I made myself a few extra andesite funnels while I was here. And let's make sure this guy's locked and ready to go. And we'll throw some sand in there in a minute. All right, cool. So next up will be... Yeah. Getting these guys good to go. Now I'm curious, because I saw a neat contraption-y type thing, but if we used encased chain drives here... But what if we did this, and then we had that? Does that seem cool? Because I can see that being pretty cool, right? And then we could have like an encased chain drive here. And that could potentially receive our rotational force. Yeah? Is it dark enough yet? Nope, not quite. What we could do is maybe something like this. And then a gearbox. And then just cross our fingers that everything's spinning the right direction. Nope, completely the opposite direction. Also, how come you no spin? Oh, right. You should probably be a... Well, yeah. Yeah. I need to get him spinning, too. That might be a little bit of a nuisance. You know what we could probably do is have a vertical gearbox. No, because he did it a bit. Yeah. So what we could have is a vertical gearbox. I'm going to need more gearboxes, by the way. I think I overuse gearboxes. Somebody tell me if I'm crazy about that. I definitely feel like I do overuse gearboxes a little bit. All right, so I think this works. By doubling up the gearboxes in the back here, it gets this running. And then we're going to want probably... Let's see if this runs correctly. Yeah, that's how we want to do it. I like that. That works. That's cool, right? All right. Cool, cool, cool. Now, let's do our best not to void our sword in today's episode. But my question is, if I drop cobble in there, does that just straight down into sand? It does. It does. How cool is that? I like it. All right, so that works for me. That works for me, right? So you're going to become Mr. Sand. And then what we're going to want to do is similar to how we set up our system over here. We basically want to belt directly into the thing there, right? So that should work. We can do that. So what I'm thinking is we have a belt guy going here. Nope. That looks good. And then maybe a belt. Well, I don't think we need it to be too complicated, right? We could probably just say, like, right there. Okay. And then we could have maybe a drawer and an andesite funnel. And then if we put cobble in there, we just have to spin this, right? Which might not be too hard, given the encased chain drives we have up there. Does that work? And look, it backstuffs. That's what I wanted to test, actually. I'm very glad I accidentally put cobble on this belt. I wanted to test to see if this whole system would backstuff in the event that the drawer filled up, and the answer is yes. See? And now we've got sand for days. Beautiful. Isn't that nice? I think it looks nice. Clay. Oh, you're gonna be tricky. I think that's right. I think I remember now, right? So sand doesn't always just sand. That's the problem. So this can't be a drawer. It should be a chest that should then split into drawers. That's what I'm thinking. Hello, Squid. Thank you for Squid Ink randomly. Yeah, I think that should be a chest. So let's do this. And you can just be like a regular old chest. And what you should just get is sand and gravel. Okay? And what we could probably do from there is maybe boop, boop, boop. Something like that. Yeah, like that. Ish. You know what I don't like about that? Well, we'll see. First off, let's route some pipes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... I don't know why that's happening, but okay. I'm going to go under here. Hello, creepers and skeletons. Not what I wanted to see today. Okay. And then you're going to be a belt. And then you're going to get an extraction dude, a low level one. And hopefully that's not competing too badly. Okay. And what I probably want to do is make you be only a stack's worth of cobble. So I'm going to lock him in a sec and also make it so that he only has a stack's worth. Alright, so let's drawer downgrade you so that you can only hold a stack's worth of stuff now. And this should be working pretty well. We're getting a healthy amount of sand, flint, and clay. Nice. Now we're going to have to deal with this in a coolish way. Now remember, pretty pipes don't appreciate having the output and the input be right next to each other. Right? Pretty pipes doesn't like that. Unless I'm mistaken about pretty pipes, but that's what I've noticed. They don't seem to appreciate that kind of thing. So what we're going to want to do is probably route it underneath. So we go out the bottom of the chest and into the bottom of the drawers. And that should work out pretty well. Boop. Right? And then we can wrench you. Okay? And then we will that. Now, he may not be fast enough, but we'll figure it out. There's the higher tier extraction modules, but I think they need zinc machines, or invar machines. Yeah, invar machines, which is the thing we're trying to make. So it's not ideal, because it's pretty much keeping up with... Well, it's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world, because it's keeping up with what it's getting. So as it gets items, it's just going to keep up with it. So that's kind of cool. All right. Well, we got it going. That's not a bad start. It's not a bad start. How's that look? Does that look good? I think it looks good. And now how are we for stress? I did speed these up between episodes. And our stress is right in the middle. We're halfway. Now, if we run into stress problems, we can always just slow things down a little bit. And that would not be a problem. Okay. And then you, how are you doing with cobblestone? You're fine, but also you don't have any sticks. So let me give you some sticks for a minute and just make sure that you're not a problem. The whole competing for cobblestone thing might be an issue, and if it is, I don't think it will be. I think the rate of extraction for both this and this, with a slow extraction pipe on both sides, we'll see. He might be a little bit slow. We'll see what happens. Keeping in mind that the crafters pause for a few seconds to allow it to catch up. And worst case, I could always just make another igneous extruder, right? It wouldn't be the end of the world. Or we can just be patient. Because this doesn't have to run at perfectly high speeds. Like, Our goal here is not for this to be super fast. Our goal is for it to be consistent. So as long as we have that, I'm good. You know, honestly, I wouldn't mind this being a little bit faster, but it's fine. We've already accumulated 4 stacks of sand, so let's be perfectly clear that that's awesome. And I may throw void upgrades on these guys to prevent backstuffing, because that will eventually be a problem. What'll happen is we'll just fill this entire chest up with sand, and that'll be the end of that. All right, cool. Now what I would like to do is make some... I think it's time to explore the world a little bit. So if I go into my Chapter 3 thing, I should say that sand is automated. We're good on sand. Next step is to go find one of each fern. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put away some of the stuff that I don't need, and I'm going to go out and about exploring in the world. Before I go, though, I want to see if there's any upgrades I can apply to my gear, just to make sure that I'm not missing something. Cool. So let me put away my junk, and I'm just going to real quick review the upgrades. I might want, like, jump on my boots or something, but we'll see if I have the resources for it. Look who's hanging out in my house. Excuse me, sir. No. Rude. My house, not yours. Mine. Okay, so you guys all go away. I don't even know why I have you in my inventory. Oh yeah, I remember I was doing things with mining between episodes. That. You can go away. Yeah, that looks good. I was processing liquids between episodes. Nice. All right. What did I want to put on my boots? So I have speed 3 on this guy now, so that's nice. I have speedy on him. What I would like to see is bouncy causes the ground. No, I don't want that. Double jump might be cool. Sky slime block is needed though. Oh, and phantom membranes. I keep sleeping, so that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, no, I think we're good. So what I want is shears, and let's look at the map if we can. Are there any slime-like looking islands nearby? Because I assume that these slimy ferns are found on slime islands, right? Let's just look at the quest book real quick. The peculiar slimy fern can be used as an alternative to moss farms. Roam the lands for a bit and look out for egregiously vibrant spots of color in the vegetation. Don't forget to bring a pair of shears. Yes, sir. Now, can any of these guys... Not really. How about you guys? We cutting board from the slimy fern. We can deploy it with the knife. So that's kind of cool. So we can throw a knife on a deployer and that'll make the slimy fern for us. That's neat. Or we can go the cutting board route, but I think I'll probably want to go this way for the automation purposes. And then we can use runes to turn... If we have 2 of them, then we can get the 3rd. So we need to find at least 2. And then I can use a rune to make the 3rd kind. Okay? Now I'm assuming it's slime islands that we want to find, right? Maybe. But I don't think I've seen much by way of slime islands. I think I found a slime island in the Nether, but that was about it. Are slingshots a thing in this pack? They are. Yay. Cool. Use slime boots if you value your life. Good call. Oh, that's neat. But yeah, let's get the slime sling. I think that would be the way to go. I'm pretty sure we've got some slime balls. Didn't I find a slime island? I feel like I found a slime island at one point. Because I have a lot of slime balls. So this will at least help me. Slime boots is a rabbit's foot. Oh, you're killing me. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me, Smalls. Is there another form of slime boots? There's traveler's boots, there's plate boots, and then there's slime boots. Wasn't there a similar mechanic to an enchant for my boots? There's bouncy, which I don't want. I could throw feather falling on it. I don't know how big of a deal that would be, though. And we need a lot of feathers, to be fair. All right, let me do a thing here. Let me get into shipments. What I would like to do... Oh. If we want a trade station, I think I can make it. So that just needs a brass machine and a dropper. So let's get one of those. Do I have a brass machine handy, or did I use them all? I may have used them all. But that's okay, we can get more. Not a problem. I just need a little bit of brass. Let's get 16 zinc, 16 copper. And then let's get ourselves these dudes over here. Which shouldn't be a problem, because we have lots of tier 1 and 2 stuff, right? Or I lied. Oh, we're out of the saw, or the screwdriver again. Yeah, the screwdriver's broken. My bad. Oh, we'll get a new one and we'll fix that in a minute. I should get that infinite screwdriver thing, and I should really look at doing the whole marketing quests things, because apparently silver and gold is nice to have. But there's a few things I want to get, so I figured now would not be a bad time to look at getting these things. So if I'm correct, you should just be making brass, right? Oh, good. You are. Sweet. A little bit slow, but, I mean, not the end of the world. Yeah, it just takes a minute for that brass to make its way over to here. But it's not terrible. It gets there in the end. And then I guess I need 2 of you to make me a brass machine. So that should be 4. That should be half a stack of those. I'll put the other 3 away, along with my brass. And then I said, what do I need? Is a dropper. So that's just a piece of redstone, along with the cobble I already have. Nice. So there's a reason I'm going through this process. Cool. Now, do you need power? You do apparently need power. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I do have a magmatic dynamo, I think, that I never wound up really using. It's over here in this chest. And I remembered that I had it so that I could, you know, use it at some point in the future. And I'll just steal a little bit of lava, and this will work, right? Oh, good, you do work. Yay! He doesn't want to face downwards, does he? Of course not. Why would he? Okay, cool. Cool. Well, hot, but you know what I mean. Alright, now I would like to get... So I need some coins, right? And I've got, you know, ish. But I think this is the number I need in total. So if I say, hey, here's 10 silver, give me an import for experience. Sweet. And then do I just put you in here, and then that, and then you're going to make... Haha! Bottle of Enchanting. Nice! Okay, cool. Then that can just be my... Yeah, I like that. Now, I would like a couple emeralds and a couple lapis. That's not lapis. That's lapis. So that I can make an insightful crystal. If I'm going to go out and about exploring the world, I would like to have my experience stored in the crystal. I'm tired of losing it when I die. The other thing I wouldn't mind having right now is an angelic feather. Now, this guy's going to be a little bit trickier. I have most of what I need, excepting a slime pearl, which I can buy relatively cheaply. And the more annoying thing that I can't get, and this is frustrating to me, is I need a bat wing from Reliquary. Now, I have 4 bat wings from Forbidden and Arcanis, which means I've killed a fair number of bats in my day. However, I did not get the bat wing that I need, so I don't have the right kind of bat wing. But this angelic feather would protect me from falls. That would be cool. Unfortunately, I just don't have a bat wing. And bats are annoying. So how bad of an idea would it be to start slinging around here? I'm gonna head off in this direction. Let's go east, southeast, right? Is that east? That's south, that's west, that's east. So yeah, if I did this, how much am I gonna hurt? Well, I mean, I landed in the trees, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, it hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit. Alright, let me see what I can find, and we'll be right back. The slime island was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, now I'm remembering. That's where I found my slime island a while back. Let me keep off in my current course, and we'll figure out what we can figure out. Because I'd also really like to find some rabbits. Now, the map has something interesting to the south of me. Fungal jungle. Neat. And there's some kind of house over here that I want to check out. Maybe I'll find something. Oh, look at this biome. How cool is this? I like this a lot. I thought this would be water, by the way, and it is absolutely not. Now, that's a fern, but that's not the kind of fern I want, right? Well, that's just a regular old fern. The ferns we're looking for are all slimy ferns from Tinkers. And I assume they're going to be on Tinker Islands. Like, that's probably a fair guess, right? Is that we're going to find them on a Tinker's Island? So even though this is the right color biome, it's just regular vanilla Minecraft grass colored blue. That's a cool looking house, though. What is this? This house is from Chisel. It's a Chisel house. Neat. Oh, you don't have anything in you. I was hoping that would be like the kind of pot that has stuff in it. Oh no, that's a small treasure pot. Are you kidding me? I just found a slimy fern leaf? Look, I was recording. That was not cheating. I just found a slimy fern leaf. That is awesome, because that's exactly what I need. How? How is that? How did that just happen? How in the world did that just happen? I'm pretty sure there was like an infinite number of things that could have been, and I just got the slimy fern leaf. The one kind that I probably needed. Are you kidding me? That is amazing. That's going right into my backpack of keep it safe. And we're going to want to make an infinite number of those real quick, because that was not easy to find. Okay, cool. So, hey, this environment is neat, but, like, now what I kind of want to do is just head due west of me. So that would be that direction? Because if I head due west, I should run into that green slime island that I found a few episodes back, and that will hopefully have the green slimy ferns on it, and then I can use the blue one I just got out of the thing with the green one from that island to make a purple one, and then we'll be in good shape. That would be cool. This is gonna hurt, probably. A little bit, but not terrible. Hey, look, a thing. Should we take a peek inside real quick? Wouldn't hurt, right? Until I get blown up, which will probably happen. Oh, look, those things. No thanks. I hate those things. Silverfish are the worst. Yes, bird, I hear you. I imagine there's some loot somewhere in here, right? There we go. Maybe. Anyway, back to heading west. I want to do my thing. This is west. Yes. If you keep your angle low, it's not too dangerous. Jumping up high like that, that's what's dangerous. Alright, slime sling won't be very useful. Hey there, that looks like another island. That might be another slime island directly ahead. I will come back when I get to it. Hey, here we go. Slime island. Woot. Now, is this tall, slimy grass? But that's not a slimy fern. And remember, we need shears equipped for this. And I wouldn't mind collecting some of these guys. That's always nice. Is this a slimy? No, that's grass. Tall, slimy grass. Let me guess. There's no ferns here out of pure bad luck. I wouldn't be surprised. There we go, slimy fern. Found one. Nice! I'll grab them both. Why not? Task completed, slimy fern. Nice, that's cool. Alright, so that's two of them, and now I can use the whatchamacallit crystal to make the third kind, the purple kind. Deal? Think that works. I'm gonna call that a win. Alright, let me run home, which is due northish of me, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back home, and for whatever reason, my recording messed up, and I did a bunch of stuff that didn't get recorded. But that's okay, because I'm going to do it over again. So let's see. Is it... Okay, good. No, we're good. So I planted some Demon's Dream. And we're going to get a bunch of the fruit. Thanks to fertilizer. Thank you, fertilizer. Cool. And then I've got my slimy fern leaf, and I've got my slimy fern. These are the ones that I got. I'm going to put this away here. That should be cool. And then let's get you outside. Yeah, this is where I did this already. But I'm doing it again so you guys can see how this works out, right? I made a cutting board, and I'm going to make a knife. Which I think is just this and this. There we go. Beautiful. Now to demonstrate or to test this, I want to make sure we don't waste our slimy fern leaf. So I'm going to start with the green ones, which we have some of and can probably get more of. Okay? So all we need to do... Oh, wait. I don't want you to be lit. I want to put you here and then light it. And it turns purple. Right? Then I'm going to drop my green fern in there. And it's going to get me the big-sized fern. Cool? So now that we know that works, I can drop this one in there and get the big-sized slimy fern. Cool? And then we just got to boop, boop. And now we have 2 leaves. And I can go boop and boop. Cool? Now, but when I was mining between this episode and last, I got a bunch of runes. And what I did off camera that didn't work, like I was recording, but it didn't capture it for whatever reason, is I took the slimy fern leaves, the greens and the blues, combined it with a rune and got a purple, and then I duped it in that thing there. So I've got a barrel up here that's going to be my keep everything barrel. And effectively what I want to do is make sure that I have 2 of each type of slimy fern there as a backup, just in case. Okay? And then I can take you and cut you, and then we can come over here and drop. Drop, drop. Do you guys all work? You do. Oh, awesome. Sweet. Good to know. All right. So now that that's up and running, and we've got that good, we are now ready to start looking at automating this process. So if we look in our quests for Chapter 3, I've completed this, and I've completed this. Now, we haven't automated it yet, so that's what's up next. When exposed to spirit fire, much like quartz and computer and other, we can use this property to create a passive supply. The cycle is simple. Cut the fern plant into halves using a deployer, then throw one of the leaves into the spirit fire. It is recommended to ensure that all colors of the fern are duplicated at similar rates. Create spirit fire by tossing a demon's dream fruit on the floor and then setting a fire in its place. Oh, and keep a backup of each fern somewhere safe. Yeah, I already did that part. So hey, we've got the ferns that we need. We've got sand happening. Let's see what we got to do next. So what I think I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next episode, and we'll set up a slimy fern infinite loop. Effectively, we're going to use a deployer with a knife to cut them, and then once they're cut, we will route them to be... One of them will get duped, and the other one will get stored for the next step in the process, which is the slimy fern blend, which is really just crushing them. So we'll decide how we want to do that. Do we want 3 crushing wheels, 1 for each fern? Do we want to... I don't know. We'll figure it out. For now, wrapping up point. Ep21 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.